Every year, thousands of workers get seriously hurt, some even killed, all because a machine starts up when it's not supposed to. So today, we're going to talk about the one procedure that stops these things from happening, lockout/tagout. It doesn't matter if you're in the warehouse or out on a job site, this is the key to controlling hazardous energy and making sure we all go home safe.
So let me ask you a question to get us started. What do you think is the most powerful force you work with every day? Is it the CNC router? Maybe the big press? Or one of the heavy-duty welders? Well, the answer, it might surprise you.
Because it's not the machine itself, it's the hidden power behind it. A sudden startup, a burst pipe, a live wire you didn't see, that's hazardous energy. And when that gets released unexpectedly, the consequences can be, well, they can be devastating.
That's exactly why we call it the unseen hazard. It's always there, lurking in the background, even when everything looks quiet. It's silent, it's powerful, and believe me, it demands your full attention. And we're not just talking about electricity here. We're talking about mechanical energy that can crush a hand in an instant, hydraulic force that's powerful enough to sever a limb, pneumatic pressure that can make a hose whip around like a striking snake, and even stored energy, like in a spring, that can be released with deadly force. Okay, so with all these different kinds of energy flying around, how do we stay in control? Well, the answer is a really simple but incredibly powerful procedure called lockout/tagout, or LOTO for short. In a nutshell, LOTO is our official way of making absolutely sure that a machine stays off while you're working on it. Think of it as your personal shield against any surprises. This whole system is built on 6 straightforward steps. You can think of them as the unbreakable rules of the road that are going to get you home safe every single day. And I want to pause here for a second, because this is so important. The steps themselves are simple, but they only work if we do one thing: be consistent. They have to be followed in order every single time. No exceptions, no shortcuts, period. So let's walk through them. Step 1, you prepare. That means you find every energy source. 2, you notify. Let your supervisor know what you're doing. 3, you shut it down. Power it off the right way. 4, you isolate it. Unplug it, close the valve, cut it off from the source. 5, you apply your own personal lock and tag. And finally, number 6, and this is crucial, you verify. Actually try to start the machine to be 100% sure it's dead. This right here is the golden rule. And it's so important because that 6-step process is your guarantee. It's how you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that when you put your hands inside a machine, it's completely de-energized and safe. No guesswork, no assumptions. And that brings us to something really important. This is personal. Your lock is your personal seal of safety. You can never, ever assume a machine is safe just because someone else is working nearby. You always have to verify it for yourself and apply your own lock. All right, so now that we get the what and how of LOTO, let's talk about where it fits into our daily work. We'll start right here in the warehouse. And don't for a second think LOTO is just for huge repair jobs. We're talking about everything from the CNC routers to the welders, the presses, even the electrical panels. If you are cleaning, adjusting, repairing, or even just clearing a simple jam, you have to lock it out. Why? Because those quick fixes are exactly when most accidents happen. Okay, now let's head out of the warehouse and into the field, where our installers face a totally different set of challenges. You're not in a controlled workshop anymore. You're in an environment that's constantly changing. When you're out there, you're dealing with live circuits, heavy lift machines, and all the extra risks like traffic, bad weather, and the general public. This is why LOTO is so critical out in the field. It's your way of taking control in a place that's by nature unpredictable. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought. We can have the best procedures, the best tools, the best rules in the world, but they mean nothing without one thing: your personal commitment to doing it right. And this right here, this really says it all. LOTO isn't just another box you check on a form, it's a reflection of our culture. It's how we look out for ourselves and for each other. It's just how we do things here. So if you forget everything else, remember this. It's simple, it's direct, and it is absolutely non-negotiable. Your lock, your responsibility. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you walk up to a piece of equipment, before you start your task, ask yourself, what am I going to verify? Because at the end of the day, your safety is in your hands.